Hi everyone, this is Anna Hellman with Scrapping, Stamping, and Stuff. I'm here today with a video to show you a little bit about these adhesive sheets that are new in our Stampin' Up catalog. Okay, we used to have something similar to this and they're back, and these make it really nice to adhere detailed pieces of paper to your projects. So I wanted to show them to you, make sure you know that we have them, and show you how to use them as well. So let's talk about them just for a second. This is the package. It comes, they measure 6 inches by 12 inches, and you get 12 in a pack, so you really get a lot of these. When you pull a sheet out, I'll pull a full sheet out here, because some of these I have trimmed down. You can see that there are kind of 3 sections on here, and I'll flip it over to this side. Those are where the paper backing is scored, and it makes it easier for you to peel that backing off. So when you think about trimming your pieces to the size that you need them for your projects, I just wanted to show you this. I really encourage you to trim them so that you have at least one of those slits in your area. So this one does not have any of those divisions, those little slits on it. So for me to peel the backing off of this one, I am going to have to finagle that up with my fingernail, and I am just not going to do that right now. This one has that little, it's basically the same size, but I cut it this direction instead of this direction to make sure I got that little slit in there, and I can use that, peel it up right like that, and it works perfectly. So that's something to keep in mind when you're trimming your pieces to size. So let me show you what we need to do. I am using some of our Ornate Garden Designer paper. Both of these prints are from that pack, which I absolutely love. And I've trimmed it basically to the size of my die, which is from the Many Layered Blossoms die set. Okay, I have made a video with this die set where I showed you another trick for how to attach these. If you search for the Blossoms in Bloom or Spritz Stamping, that was a technique I showed in that video, you can find that and see how I showed you how to attach these there. But I really like this option. I wanted to show you how to use it. So I have my designer paper that's big enough for my die. I want to flip it over. This is the side I want to show. I want to flip it over to the back side. I'm going to make this one the opposite side of the one that's right here. This was a little busy for my taste. I wanted something a little bit more toned down. So I trimmed the adhesive sheet to the size that I want. And actually, I'm going to trim this down a touch more. I really suggest that your adhesive sheet be slightly smaller than your designer paper. You do not want this stuff hanging over the edge. It is sticky, and it will make a mess on whatever you stick it on if it's hanging over the edge. So you are going to peel those pieces off. And I did not intend to get both of these at the same time, but I think I can manage. Stick these on here. Super, we're not hanging over the edge. You may get a little sticky around the edges. That's okay. I got a little on my fingers. I just rub my fingers together and it balls up and comes right off. So now that I have this, I am going to lay my die on the right side and crank it through my die cutting machine. Now, if you find that this does not cut all the way through, when I did this one, I found that that gummy sticky part, the paper backing on the back of that adhesive, didn't cut all the way through. So what I did, I added an extra sheet of cardstock to my sandwich. I put it between my platform and my cutting pad for my die cutting machine, the clear pieces. I put an extra piece of cardstock in there, and then I actually found that 2 pieces of cardstock worked even better. So if it's not cutting all the way through, I suggest that you add just a touch of thickness with some extra cardstock. So run that through and cut it out. And this is the other flower die from that same set. So I have already run this through, and I want to show you a little trick. If you haven't seen this, we have a die brush that goes with our Take Your Pick tool. towards the back of the catalog. This is our old one. Mine looks a little different than the new one that we have, but you can run this over. That is going to help poke all those pieces out. Isn't that amazing? So for the ones that didn't come out, our Take Your Pick tool also has a piercing tool you can use. This is my old one that was the first one I grabbed. So we'll punch those extra pieces out that I can still see in there. When I added that extra cardstock in, it really cut through this well. I think I see one more right there. All right, I think I got all of those out. Nope, nope, I see one more. All right, so we'll take this out of the die now that I have all those pieces out. Get my trash out of the way. And this is ready to be put onto my card as soon as I pull that paper backing off. That is just so pretty. So I am showing you this with a tricky one. So it's going to take me a minute to loosen up all of this paper backing. Now I tried this for the first time a little bit ago and loved it. So then I was making another card with simpler die cuts, there's some small letters, and I was trying to attach them the normal way, and I thought, why in the world am I not using that adhesive backing? So I got my adhesive sheets out and used them, and was really glad that I did. It went a lot better that way. So I just have to get these loosened up. Remember, the back of this was in 3 sections, so it is going to come off in 3 sections. There's the second one. I know a lot of times in our adhesive section, people sort of lose track of the products that come and go. So I wanted to highlight this. We actually have another product in the adhesive section that I will be highlighting as well that you can do some fun things with. All right, so I got those off and want to get this attached on. I think I want it to go this way, and I see how I'm bending it with the center down. I want to make sure that I get this attached flat without it wrinkling up. So I'm just going to put the middle down first and then work my way out to press it down. Work my way over, get that all pressed down. Look at that. So it doesn't take very long at all. Like I said, keep in mind that the one I just showed you is more detailed than most. If you're using smaller die cuts, a little bit simpler ones, it goes really fast just to peel that backing off and go. So those are our new adhesive sheets. They are in the section of our catalog with our adhesives, and they really make it easy to attach those die cuts to your project. Punches as well. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope to see you again next time.